It's day 158 of our inventory transformation. I think I must have missed like a couple of the days like at the beginning of this butterfly, like whatever the event. I mean, I was collecting like the social stones so I could buy the snapdragons, and I was buying the snapdragons, but I just wasn't throwing them out there trying to collect any butterflies. And before I knew it, it was too late to actually even get the prismatic butterfly, so I totally missed that during the event. Luckily, I didn't miss the whole thing, and I still have a chance to get the moonbeam butterfly, but I wish I would have known that the prismatic was going to go away, because I probably would have tried to get one. So I was just hanging out in the pizza parlor doing my task, and I had this girl or this guy or whatever ask me if I wanted a pizza. Or actually, they asked me like what kind of pizza I wanted, and so I just told them pepperoni, and then I guess they went and made it, and so they traded me this pizza. They probably just got a job at the pizza parlor and they were bored, so they needed something to do, I guess. And I have absolutely no idea why I stayed on this server. Like when I saw that there was hardly anybody on it, when I went to set up my trading stand, there weren't any, like a bunch of like trading stands there. There weren't a bunch of people in the center of town. So usually I will leave a server and go to another one, but for some reason I just didn't. I think I probably thought, well, I'll just give this server a chance and we'll see, and I can always switch. But usually after I get started and I collect like food and water, it's kind of like annoying to switch servers, but I mean, I will do it if it's a really bad server, but I definitely think I should have just left as soon as I saw that the server was pretty much dead. So like I said, I actually collected like quite a few of these snapdragons, so I'm going to throw them out there and see what we're going to get. But when I went to do that, I actually got this trade, and this person was offering for my neon dark brown Shetland pony, which is a rare. I wasn't too excited when I saw this offer because I would kind of rather have a neon than these pets, although I do really think those bloodhounds are super cute. And I also really love that rabbit, but all of these are like pretty easy to get, so I just told this person no thank you. Alright, so back to these snapdragons. I'm really hoping I get a moonbeam, but I think that that's how everyone feels when they throw out these snapdragons. I really wish there was a chance to still get that prismatic because I think it's like so cool looking, but I am super excited about this moonbeam like butterfly as well. So it looks like with my first snapdragon, I actually got this amber butterfly, which is just fine. I love free pets, so I'm just happy to get any free pets. I also did end up like friending a bunch of people like during this event because obviously it made it so much easier to get these social stones. It looks like with our second snapdragon, we actually got a blue butterfly, so let's try another one. So someone in one of my other videos, like when we were collecting social stones, was like just friends people and then delete them or unfriend them like after the event or after the day, and so that's exactly what I did. And it looks like I got another blue butterfly. But if I'm completely honest with you guys, I don't really like collecting social stones. Like I just don't like that part of Adopt Me. And guys, I got another blue butterfly, and I think I'm probably gonna try to make a neon. I love the butterflies, and I know like a bunch of people are obviously getting the blue butterflies because that's what we got the most of, but still, I think I'm probably gonna make a neon. Because if no one wants to offer for it, then I'm definitely going to be making a mega, at least on my main account at some point. So let's check out my inventory so far and see what we got. It looks like I got 3 of the blue butterflies, and then I got 1 of the amber butterflies. And then here's a look at the rest of our inventory, or what I have in my inventory so far during this challenge. I'm working on aging up these snowy mammoths so I can make them a neon like next. And I think I must have finally finished that glass clover cow that I needed, so I'll be making a neon at some point. And I decided to pull out this pup tune just for a little bit to get it aged up just a little bit because I have so many pup tunes and other pets actually that I need to be aging up. Sometimes I find that I'm just like, I don't know, I'm switching between a lot of different pets because I just can't decide like what to make neon next. I had this person trade me an offer for that neon like dark brown Shetland pony, and they offered me this ride golden dragon. It's a legendary, so I'm definitely going to accept it, and guys, they declined as soon as I accepted. Then I had this person trade me, and guys, they put in a pig. You know I want 2 more pigs because I want to be able to make a neon. So I definitely wanted to try an offer. But I'll tell you what's been going on with the pig. The value has just been going up and up and up, and I really wish that this person would have told me exactly what they wanted me to trade them for this pig. I had no idea what to offer, but I put in this diamond albatross because the value, if you put it into a values website, is like a 3, like it's really high. And then I put in this fly candy here because I just think they're so cute, and I was thinking that other people probably like them too. And then I asked this person, like, did you see anything in my inventory that you want for it? it. And no surprise, they declined. Then I had this person trade me and they wanted to offer for the pup tune. And honestly, I don't want to trade the pup tune, but I will because I know I could probably get another one as long as their offer is like pretty good. They put in this panda, which is probably like a fair offer for this pup tune, but I just didn't want to trade it for that. I wanted like an overpay if I was going to trade it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it because you know I'm trying to get more. Then I had this person offer this gibbon box for this neon Shetland pony, and guys, no, I just didn't want to accept that. You guys know what comes out of these gibbon boxes. The only thing I would be super happy about was like the influencer gibbon, and we're probably definitely not going to get it out of one box. Then I got this super under offer for my neon urchin. Then did you guys see I actually have 101,000 bucks right now. Then I got another really under offer for this neon. Then I had this person offer me like quite a few pets, but honestly, I'd just rather have the neon. Then I found a break in the daily task, and so I went to make these clover cows neon. I've made a couple of these clover cows neon, so I probably could have had a mega by now, but somebody always wants to offer for them, so I'm going to just keep making neons. I know I bought a bunch of these clover cows, like during that event, I spent a bunch of bucks on them. And I know I bought enough that I could actually make a mega, but I think I've just like traded them away, and I don't even have enough to actually make a mega now, so I can only make like a couple like more a couple more neons. And I really think this one's like a super cool neon because it glows like so many different places on its body. Then that same person from earlier tried to trade us again, and they put in even more pets this time, guys. And it probably was a fair offer because this urchin isn't worth like that much, but I just didn't want these pets. And I probably would have been more likely to like take their offer if they would have added in like 4 of one pet so that at least I could have made like another neon. But it was just a bunch of randoms. Also random, but when they added like this pet me like task thing, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. But I really love it. I love to see like the pet up close, and it's actually like such an easy task. It's the easiest one that there is, I think. Then I got this offer, and this also was probably a pretty fair offer, but I'd rather have a neon even though that was a ride pet. And when I told them that I wasn't interested, they actually switched out the pet, and they put this legendary ride golden dragon in there, so this might have been that same person from earlier, and I will definitely accept this, and I did, and they did at first. And this is actually that same person that had that pig, and right at the end of the trade, they actually declined. And this server just has like nobody on it. I have no idea why I'm still on it. So if you're wondering what a server looks like that you shouldn't be on that's like dead, it's this one. Next, I got this trade, and this person just put in their Pomeranian, which I think they're really cute, and I think I might actually have one. So I just thought, okay, I'll offer them like an ultra rare because I'm pretty sure I have one, and then I could possibly get 2 more and make a neon, you never know. And so I went through my inventory and I just found the starfish. I feel like a lot of people like the starfish, and so I added that into the trade. And when I went to the chat, they actually said pup tune, and this probably was just a fine offer for the pup tune, but you guys know I don't want to really trade it away unless it's an overpay. Then I had this person offer me this pink beta fish, which I just love those. I actually have a mega on my main account. It's one of my favorite pets. And when I went to type like no thank you, because honestly I just wanted the neon, this person actually went ahead and declined the trade before I could even say anything. And I just feel like I'm getting the absolute like worst trades today. And guys, then I had that same person for earlier. This person has traded me like so many times, like 4 or 5 times now. And they put in that ride golden dragon to see like what my offer was. So I think what I thought was like, well, I offered them that neon urchin like earlier, so maybe they're willing to take it now. Like maybe they decided that they would take it for their golden dragon. But again, before I could even type anything into chat, they actually declined the trade. Oh, I think another reason like when we're collecting these social stones, like why I don't leave the server is because I've already friended people like on this server, and it's just kind of annoying to add like others. And really, I needed to be focused on grinding and just aging up my pets and collecting these like social stones. I was able to collect another snapdragon, so that's awesome. Then I had this person offer for my house. I was kind of excited because I would really like to trade this house away. And they didn't add anything, but then they were typing in chat, and then when they typed in chat, they actually said, "Is this for free?" I went to throw out that snapdragon that I have, and I'm really hoping to get a moonbeam, mainly because because it's a legendary pet, but I do think that they're really cool. But it looks like I got another amber butterfly. And again, I'm not going to complain because I love free pets. Then I had this person offer me a blue butterfly for this neon urchin, and I just told them no thank you. Then I had this person trade me, and they put in this golden ladybug, and then they put in this Gaelic face. And guys, I love the Gaelic face. And then they typed in chat and said for panda, and I was like, I don't think I have a panda. And so I went out and checked, and I did not have a panda. And I was so disappointed, but you know what, guys? I actually was grinding with my main account at the same time like that I was playing or that I was recording for this. So on my main account, I actually went and traded this person a panda for that Gaelic Fae. I have been looking for Gaelic Faes. I don't know how many I have, but I'm trying to make a mega on my main account, and I was just so excited to get another one. Then I had this person trade me, and they put in a neon urchin for my neon urchin, and I'm like, why do people do this? And it's not a big deal for me to like do that trade, but what happens is I have it in my trading stand, and as soon as I do this trade, it actually takes it out of my trading stand, and I have to go back to my trading stand and put another pet in it. But even though they're the ones that traded me, they actually declined. But then I did actually change the pet in my trading stand to this golden dragon, and I had this person offer me this influencer gibbon, and I will definitely take it. I'm not really sure like what the value is on this influencer gibbon because it just came out like not that long ago, but I'll definitely take it, and I'll definitely put it in my profile and see if we can get any good pets for it. And adding it to my profile is exactly what I did as soon as I got done with that trade. Next, I had this person offer for my house. They put in this hot bop. No, I do not want a hot bop for my house. I want to get so much more out of it. And then they said something about being poor and would I accept this? And then they did add like a muskrat to this, but I just told them sorry, no thank you. Then I was able to get another snapdragon. Then I had this person trade me, and they put in this pep tune. So then I asked them like, did they see any pets in my profile that they wanted for it? And like I had like a certain section for it or whatever that they could pick one. But I guess they didn't like the choices that I put out, so because they declined the trade. Then I got up to $102,000. Then I had this person offer for my neon Shetland pony. They put in 2 of the same pony, and then they put in this mama moose. I don't actually know like how much that is worth, and then they put in this ladybug, and this probably was like a fair offer, but I would just rather have the neon, and it didn't really matter because they ended up declining when I didn't accept. Then I had this person offer for my neon Shetland pony, and at first they offered me a sandwich, and then they took that out, and they offered me an orangutan, and I'm definitely not going to take that for this neon. And then when I didn't type anything in chat or accept the trade, they actually declined. Next, I had this person trade me. They put in this ox, they put in this zeopod, and they put in this blue butterfly. And I don't actually want like any of those pets, but then I started thinking I only have 3 of the blue butterflies. I know I'll probably most definitely get one when I throw out my snapdragons, but I was just thinking like I really want to make this neon or start working on this neon blue butterfly. And in order to do that, I kind of need 4. So I just asked them like, what do you want for the butterfly? Because I thought we could get it for something like really easy. So I actually put in this kid goat, and I had asked them, and they said that they wanted the blossom snake. But to me, this blue butterfly is not worth the blossom snake. It's worth about a kid goat, because let's be honest, every single person that was playing Adopt Me during this event has a bunch of these blue butterflies. And then they asked if I could do the capybara for all of this. So I just said no thank you, and I declined the trade. Then that same person came and traded my trading stand, and they put in that same exact offer, and I was like no thank you. And then they put in this legendary phoenix, and I was like, I will definitely take that for this neon. It's an overpay, but I'll definitely do this trade. And then we both actually accepted the first trade window, and then they just sat there for the longest time, and then they took the phoenix out, and then they added this ox back in, and I just declined the trade. Then this person traded me, and they put in this fly ride toucan, and I was like, I will definitely accept that for this neon. I'm not sure why this pony has been so hard to trade. I guess nobody wants it. I'm not really sure, but I bet like a mega one would be like super cool. But anyways, this person added in all these vehicles with this fly ride toucan, and I was like, I will definitely do this trade. And then when I went and checked my inventory, I actually had 2 other ones, so I just need 1 more, and I could make a fly ride neon toucan. But as soon as I accepted, they actually took out that fly ride toucan, so I just declined the trade, and I was able to get another snapdragon. And if you remember from the event, you're only able to throw those out at night, and that's why I'm not going and throwing these out as soon as I get them. And if you remember, I said I was working on that pep tune, but I decided to pull out this blue butterfly butterfly because remember, I want to make a neon. And then I'm still working on the snowy mammoth because they take forever because they're ultra rares. I had this person trade me and they were offering for my fly ride Shiba Inu. I don't know why, but these pets are like really hard to trade, but this one's fly ride and that's the reason that I traded for it. And it is always nice to have like a fly ride pet, like especially during events where you have to like get stuff like up high. And it's also nice to have these like to give to like my alt accounts because then it's like a fly ride pet for them. But then that person never even ended up like adding any pets in. They just declined the trade after a very long time actually. Then I had this person offer me a neon ride ghost and I will definitely accept that for this pet. So I accepted the trade because I will definitely accept this. And then they ended up accepting, but then they declined at the last minute. So I had that same person trade me and put in that same neon ride ghost. So I went out to the chat and I said, this trade is fair. And then they said, can you add the hamster? And I'm thinking like my mega hamster for this? So then I said no. And then they said, I just checked values and you're under. And I was under on Elf Bread by 0.05. So guys, I just declined the trade. And I want you all to remember that trades cannot be like exactly fair. Like they hardly ever are exactly fair. And when you're talking about such a small amount, like it doesn't even matter. Then I had this person offer this neon poodle and I was like, yeah, I'll take that neon poodle for this. And I accepted the trade and guys, they declined the trade. What is going on today? Then I had this person offer for my duckling. It's that same person from earlier. They put in the exact same offer that they give for every single pet. It gets a little bit irritating, but I just said like, no, thank you. And I declined the trade. And then that person traded me again and they said anything. So I put in this Baconako and they actually took out all their pets except for that blue butterfly. But if you remember, I kind of wanted that blue butterfly and I would rather have blue butterflies than a lot of other pets. I mean, I just really like all the butterflies. And I think this person just wanted to trade something. And so I accepted the trade and they accepted the trade. And guys, we got another blue butterfly. Then I finally went back to the butterfly sanctuary to throw out these snapdragons because I haven't been throwing out my snapdragons and I don't want to forget. Of course, I want that moonbeam butterfly just because it's a legendary and it's pretty cool, but I'll take any of the butterflies. And I'm just sure that after we just traded that Baconako for that blue butterfly, we'll probably get like a bunch of blue butterflies. And yes, that's exactly what happened. And that's definitely okay because I'm more than happy to make a mega if we end up with like a bunch of them. Oh my gosh, guys, I did not think that we were actually going to get a moonbeam butterfly, but that's exactly what happened. We got one. I think this is super awesome. And it's so cool how it lights up at night. I can't imagine like what the neon or the mega neon would actually look like. But I really don't see myself getting enough snapdragons to find out and be able to get enough of these moonbeam butterflies. Have I told you guys how much I love having this pet handler certificate? I know as soon as it runs out, I'm going to want to try to get another one, so I hope I can. Then I had this person offer for my duckling. I think it's the flower power duckling. And like I told you before, I think it's super cute, so I'd need like another super cute pet to like replace it. At first, they added in this Toxic High Jr., which I'm pretty sure I have a couple of the Toxic High Juniors, but I think they're ultra rares, and so that makes them a lot harder to make neon than like the regular Kai Juniors. So then they switched out that pet and they put this muskrat and they put this Sub-Zero scorpion, which I really like that pet a lot. But who knows, I might get some in my lure, but I'm not going to get this flower power duckling in my lure, so I kind of just wanted to hold on to it and not take this offer. I think the duckling is like really underrated, and I think this was probably like a really fair offer on their part, but I just wanted to keep the flower power duckling. Then when I didn't accept, they actually put in like a Snorgle and a Hop Bop, and I'm just not interested in that or taking that for this pet. Then I had this person put in a horse and see if we had an offer, and it's a ride horse. I really like these and I definitely wanted to offer. I guess I never like really know like what to offer, but this is a ride pet, so I went ahead and put in that fly ride Shiba Inu that we have. It's an ultra rare, and then I put in that starfish, and then I put in my missile troll. And really my offer was over for this ride horse, but I feel like a lot more people would rather have the horse, and so maybe it wasn't the best offer. I'm not sure. I mean, values wise it was like a fine offer. In fact, I was actually over, but this is when I'm really hoping someone will like pick a pet that they want. And when I went to the chat, they actually said mini pig. I'm like, are you serious? And I guess I just said that I wish that they would pick a pet, but I wish that they would pick a pet that was actually fair for their pet. There's no way that I'm going to trade this mini pig for this ride horse. So then I said like, I don't think so. And they said, oh, and then they said, okay, bye. Then this person traded me and they asked me if they could offer for the bush elephant. I said sure, and I didn't get my hopes up because I never do anymore. And the first pet that they added in was this dire stag, and I don't know about you guys, but I just do not like this pet. Like, I just don't even think it's cute at all. Not to mention it was like a really under offer. And then they added a Primal Kai Jr., which the value of those just like aren't very good. I mean, I think both of these are just like mid legendaries. They're not like really bad, but I always like feel like it's really hard to trade like a dire stag. And I don't really know like how hard it is to trade a Primal Kai Jr. because I would say I haven't had like too many that I've actually traded. And they kind of acted like they were going to add another pet, but they never did. And this was just like a super under offer for this bush elephant. Oh wait, they did end up adding like a third pet, and it was like an ultra rare, and I was just like, yeah, no thank you. Then they had this person trade me and they just put in a bunch of healing apples, which I didn't need. That's the end of day 160. Bye guys, until next time.